Hi, so this is number 32 Essential Elements quiz. First things first, it tells you draw these symbols where they belong and write in the note names before you play. We usually do the note names, but usually we don't have to write in symbols, okay? So the first symbol that you see over to the right of this exercise is a treble clef, which we learned about a few months ago. So I would like you to go ahead and draw that all the way to the left of the exercise, okay? So where you see that little yellow triangle right at the beginning of the staff, you're going to draw a treble clef right there. So go ahead. All right, now that you're done drawing the treble clef, the next thing you want to draw is the 4 and the 4 directly underneath it, okay? That's something called time signature, which is how many beats we're playing per measure and what beat gets the note, okay? So the top 4 means that we have 4 beats in a measure, and the bottom one means that the quarter note gets the beat, okay? So you're gonna draw that 4, 4 above the second triangle to the left, okay? All right, now that you're done with that, the last thing you're going to draw is the repeat sign. The repeat sign is the middle symbol. It is 2 lines with 2 dots right next to the lines, okay? A thick line, a skinny line, and then 2 dots. You are going to draw that all the way at the end of the exercise above that yellow triangle. So go ahead and do that. Now that you're done with that, I'd like you to pause this video for a second and fill in the notes if you haven't already, the note names. Awesome. Now that you are done filling in the note names, we are going to go ahead and play through the exercise together. Well, we're going to talk about it, of course, and practice a little bit beforehand. So the first thing you'll notice is that the first measure is G, A, G, F. That is 0, 1 and 2, 0, no fingers, and then F is 1. And then that's the first measure, okay? The tricky thing about this is that, again, like I've said in previous exercises, it's more comfortable to start on C for us because that's what we're used to, but we have to tighten our lips a little bit and blow faster air to be able to hit that G. So really quick, I would like for you to play C, D, E, F, G with me. 1, 2, ready, go. And if you're struggling to hit that G, you need, again, to tighten your lips and blow faster air. Let's try to play that G without working up to it. So just play the G right from the start, okay? Ready? Go. And did you notice how I accidentally played a higher note and then I set on the G? So that's a big no-no, and Miss Mude is bad for doing that. But at the same time, we are in this together. So if you're struggling to hit that G right away, you're not the only one, okay? I'm also struggling. So let's try it again just to see if we can do it. 1, 2, G, and go. And hopefully that time you got it. This time I got it. So if I'm doing better, you're probably doing better too because you have a lot more experience on your brass instrument than Miss Mude does. All right. So let's real quick play G, A, G, F. 1, 2, ready, go. Now what exercise that we played earlier, it's one of the ones that we played together in these video exercises. Which exercise does that sound like? I'll play it for you one time for you to kind of get a hint. If you didn't say London Bridge, you might be wrong a little bit because it is number 30, London Bridge, it starts off the same exact way as London Bridge, G, A, G, F. And you'll notice in number 32, Essential Elements quiz, which is what we are on, also starts with G, A, G, F, okay? So let's play that together one more time. 1, 2, ready, go. Now we're gonna add on to it and play G, 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 okay? So we're doing measures 1 and 2. 1, 2, ready, go. Now the tricky part in measure 3 is going down to the E because we usually, again, we work down from each you know, like we don't usually skip notes. That's not something we're used to. So real quick, play G. Ready? Go. Now play E. Play G. Play E. Play G one more time. Play E one more time. All right, so now we're gonna play E, C, D, E, F. Play your E really quick. That should be the right note, okay? 1, 2, last 2 measures, go. Now, what do you think I'm gonna tell you about the last note or remind you about? That's right. You need to play the last note for 4 whole beats, 4 whole counts, okay? Do not end early, okay? If you feel like you're getting a little lightheaded or you need a breath, go ahead and take that breath. But the idea is that we should be playing that note for its full value, which is 4 beats because it is a whole note. So try to not stop until I stop on the video, okay? So let's play the last 2 measures one more time. 1, 2, starting with E, go. All right, now we're going to go through the whole exercise together. Again, you drew a repeat at the end, which means we play it 2 times through without stopping, okay? So when we get to the end the first time, you're not going to wait for Miss Mude to count you back in. You are going to go back in right away after we play that F for 4 whole counts, okay? I might remind you, but again, I'm not going to stop you and start counting again for you to come in, okay? Like we usually do. So we're repeating right at the end, back to the beginning, and we're doing it 2 times through, okay? 1, 2, beginning, and go. Again. And that is the entire song, all right? So this is the Essential Elements quiz. It's just the book's way and Miss Mude's way of testing to see how you're doing with skipping each note, you know, going from the G to the E, hitting the A, which was a kind of a new note that we had learned earlier, and then playing the notes for their full value and understanding what each of the symbols mean that you drew in, okay? So that's why we quiz you, the book and myself, just to make sure you know what's going on and see if you need help with anything. So let's go through it one more time. Again, we're repeating, so we're really going through it 2 times, and then we'll be done with this exercise. All right, 1, 2, ready, go. Again. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining me for number 32 Essential Elements quiz. I will see you next time for Deep Pockets, where you will get to learn a brand new note. Bye.